This is the Bambu Lab X1 Carbon, and it's a fantastic printer. However, there is one thing that really bugs me about it. The light inside sucks, but we're gonna fix that today. As you can see here on the X1 Carbon, we only have this tiny little light strip here that barely illuminates the interior. Now, Bambu does this so it doesn't mess with the LiDAR, but, honestly, sometimes you just want it brighter. Thanks to Jade here on Printables for this top glass riser setup, which is gonna make it really easy to add some extra LED lights in here. So you're gonna print 4 pieces here for the one part of the frame, which is gonna be the harder plastic. I used PLA. You may wanna use something a little bit more heat resistant like PETG, but we're gonna try PLA and see what happens. You're also going to print out a kind of like a gasket, a seal out of TPU that's gonna kind of help keep all the heat inside the printer. Well, let's get these installed. Actually, I take that back. Before we install those onto the printer, we actually need to install the LED lights. I went with these Pautix LED lights that was recommended on the Printables page, and I gotta say, these things are awesome. Let's install these into the frame so we can get them onto the printer. On the inside of the frame here, we actually have this angled edge where the lights are gonna sit, and it's gonna throw a nice light into the printer. So now we can take off the AMS. I've already disconnected it. We can pull off our glass. So now that the top is off, we can install our frame with the lights. From there, we can start adding in our TPU. All right, and now we can put our glass back on. Perfect. Let's get this thing plugged in so we can see how bright it is. All right, moment of truth. Let's hit the on button. Man, as you can see, that makes a tremendous difference even through the tinted glass. All right, now that everything's installed, we can get the AMS back on top. So that's it. Now we should have some pretty good looking time lapses, I hope, given that there's a lot more light in the printer and the camera doesn't have to pump up the ISO so much. Now, there is some things to mention. I would recommend actually turning these lights off if you use the LiDAR. From my understanding, these lights might actually mess with the LiDAR. So if you're gonna be using the LiDAR, make sure you turn these lights off. So for instance, once you send a print and it does its flow calibration, after that's done, I would turn it on. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video today. Consider subscribing to the channel and make sure you hit that like button if this helped you out. Thank you for watching. Rad Dad Print Lab.